What are you looking for from Woody today?
Just, he's excited. He's been waiting for this day for quite some time. So I think for Woody, we know he's a strike thrower. I think just kind of use his mix, get ahead of guys, and get out of it healthy. And so, again, we'll see. We'll know more once he gets out there. But I'm excited for him.
A lot of the reports are that he's throwing the ball as well as some of these people have seen him, even as good as he was in 2017. Do you get that sentiment as well?
I do, and I think that with Woody it's a funky delivery regardless. But from the training staff to Woody himself, his body is just working much better. His body's working independently. But it's still synced up and working together. So it's kind of hard to articulate. But the bottom line is that his body is in as good a place as ever been in.
Do you have a thought about when Clayton will get into a Cactus League game?
So he's gonna, So Clayton's gonna face hitters today, and I would guess, gonna try to get him on that 5-day schedule as soon as possible. Whether it's the live today, and then you look out at 6 days from now and say that's when he starts, or he's got another live session. So I would assume he goes live today. He's at day 2, so after a couple days, he'll throw a pen, and then we'll see where we go.
Walker's already thrown to hitters, so when do you anticipate him?
He'll be in a game before Clayton, and I don't know the particular day. I think Mark's got it already scheduled out, but I can find out.
How's Chuck feeling?
Well, he's got a new hairdo, so if that says anything, I think he's doing better. But he's not doing baseball activities yet. Again, we got ahead of it early. But what that means as far as when he gets into a game, I just don't know that answer right now.
Is he swinging today, or is he still not going to swing?
He's not swinging today.
Going back to Wood, given how last year went for him, do you have to be any more careful with him this spring than maybe in the past when you had him? Or,
I don't think so. I think that with Alex, given his history of innings logged and understanding and appreciating that last year was abbreviated because of injury, but I think where he's at, as far as where his arm's at, I think he's a full go.
On the backfields, you've had Kike, Lux, and Muncy taking ground balls at second base. Is that who you see playing at that position, or do you see different things?
No, I think that, Muncy, Lux, Kike, Taylor, all those guys, I certainly can see all those guys. And obviously with Kike and Taylor moving around the diamond more, where I see Gavin more at second base, maybe taking some balls at short, and Muntz, again, like we talked about a couple days ago. Second base, primarily some first base, and maybe a little bit of just not forgetting third base, but a little bit over there too. But as you can see, trying to get Beatty over there a little bit more third base too.
I know the complexion of the roster has changed since December when you talked about possibly Lux getting some time on the grass. Is that not a thought anymore?
I think that right now, where we're at, given the roster, I don't see that happening right now.
See him as your primary second baseman?
Well, we still got a long way to go to make that decision, but obviously what Gavin did last year and the upside and all that stuff, so he's certainly in that conversation.
Is he earning the right to have to be the roster to start the year, or is he still have to earn that?
Well, I think that I still think he has to earn it, but I think both. I think that he's earned it and he has to continue to earn it. And I think that a lot of people you can have that answer for a lot of players. But there's only so many roster spots, but you can say that about Matt Bates. There's a lot of guys that have earned it and have to continue.
Dave, you guys have had an impact rookies pretty much every year. Rookies, another good crop this year, potentially May, Lux, etc. What is it about, from your vantage point, maybe the player development group that has these guys so ready to play as soon as they get up?
It's a long conversation, but I think that it is an environment that the organization has created to, whether it's routine, allowing guys to feel comfortable but challenging them. The development part is not only on the field, but it's what plays at the major league level, and then you get to the major league side and you get a culture where guys accept these young players and understand that we need them to help us. A front office that is open and willing to have young players fail at times. You get coaching staff and all these guys that just want guys to get better. So it's a combo. It's a collective, and and we've shown that we do develop guys, and guys can make an impact early.
You've been a part of a lot of organizations, a player, as a coach. How unique is that? What they have here?
It's as good as I've seen it. I think that the connection, the connecting of the dots from scouting to player development to the front office to the major league coach staff and to the players, those dots to stay connected continuously are tough, and to be consistent with that. But we do as good a job as I've ever seen.
You mentioned during the postseason last year about the data and how much you guys have fed the lower levels with the overwhelming information level. I mean, how much are they fed?
They're fed a lot, and I think that some people can argue too much. But I think that I talk a lot about having the best players in baseball, but also the smartest players. And so intelligence comes in a lot of different ways. Obviously, acumen, retention, focus, being able to handle information. So all these things that I think that we identify the right guys in our organization, and to their credit, they're good at kind of handling.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but was the plan to have Cody play?
Well, I talked about it, and I talked about Muncie, and just talking to those guys individually, they felt that the on one day, off one day is good. So
I'm sorry, what was the question?
just getting Cody in there, and Muncie was in that same bucket, but they just felt good yesterday, so to be off and then to play tomorrow. Mookie is going to take a couple of bats, and he'll be in there tomorrow.
Back to
His
back?
family's in town.
Has something to prove to them?
Yeah, exactly. Was he on there?
He's on.
Yeah, Kenley Estone. Yeah, okay. Kenley Estone, that's right.